Hello, my crafty friends. Today, this video is one of 3 videos I'm doing about what I'm doing in 2018. And this is my syllables journal, our syllables notebook, actually. Um, and this is one of the great things that Dee Dee Willingham has for her Society of Idea Collectors. And I'm just going to explain my take on the syllables notebook. I will say that when I watched Dee Dee the first time she talked about it, she said she had it in a 3-inch binder. And I thought, oh my goodness, that's really huge. I don't need a 3-inch binder. And I looked around, and the best I had was a 2-inch binder. And I thought that is going to be plenty big. And so I started putting stuff in it. And no, it was, it was definitely not big enough. So I actually had to go find me a 3-inch binder. And that's what I've got this in right now is a 3-inch binder. Um, and so this is a piece of my artwork I just put on the front of it because I like it and I hadn't done anything with it. It had just been sitting around the studio. And then on the side, I wrote syllables. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. My syllables notebook. And Dee Dee explains syllables as the pieces of things that you put together, like syllables are pieces of words you put together to give a word its meaning. And syllables are the things you put together to give a page its meaning. And I just think that's fabulous. She has lots of brilliant ideas, but this is one of my favorite ones. Um, anyway, this is my fabulous little bag that I thought I was going to be so smart and put a grommet in it and stick it in my notebook. But my grommet was not big enough, so it won't fit. So while it's fabulous, it's not going in my syllables notebook. It's just going to sit there and be the thing to keep things focusing. Um, I started out just putting in different categories. I've got winter, and then spring, and summer, and fall. And then inside each of those, I've got other categories, and that's where I've got different things stashed. And I'm going to be adding more stuff to it. If I have time, I'll add stuff to it while we're talking. But if I don't have time, after going through and I see this is getting too long, then I may do another video where I actually add stuff in because y'all might get tired of listening to me. Um, she had a bunch of ideas that I just wrote on here of things that you can put in your syllables journal. And I'm just going to write down the ones that I wrote down from listening to her. Postage stamps, words, silhouettes or cutouts, die cuts. Those are kind of all the same thing. Quotes, stamps, and this kind of stamps, stencils, and I've got some. I'll tell you. I'll show you what I've got in there already in a minute. Color book cutouts. She does some amazing journal pages where she glues down napkins for the background and then colors pages, and her coloring is fantastic. And she cuts those out and puts them on the pages with her napkins and some paint and stuff. Anyway, they're just beautiful. You need to, if you haven't watched Dee Dee Willingham, you need to just go watch everything she does. She does amazing things. She's who I want to be when I grow up. um, Washi tape, color swatches, collage bits, ephemera, rub-on stickers, doodles, family photos. And she has family in quotes because they don't have to be your family. They could just be pictures that you like of people. Scrapbook papers, mini drawings, um, magazine images, thoughts, notes, calligraphy, paper clips with fibers. She calls them, well, what does she call them? Ragtag clips or something like that, where she just takes pieces of fabric and makes little clips. I showed you some in the Scavenger Hunt 2018 book. I've got some of those paper clips in there. Calendar bits, and where you use the days and you manipulate them on your pages so that you can do a page a week. And then you can do special pages of a special day. Post-it notes, pages with a base swatch of paint. And I've got some of those ready. Letter stickers, stamped images on tissue paper. am planning to do that, but I haven't done it yet. Napkins, tissue. Um, and then she used repositionable like glue dots, and I don't have any of those, but I found some Elmer's Craft Bond repositionable glue stick, and that's what I'm going to use to stick things, the images and things onto the plastic, the way she used the glue dots. Painty papers, lined papers, graph papers, and the list goes on. But those are the things that I wrote down that I wanted to include. I also have this that I just stuck in there, and I'm trying to remember who it is that did this. 2018 Declutter 365 Premium Facebook group. But it's a Declutter 52-week organized home challenge. I don't know if I'll do that, but the ideas were really great. And so I've stuck that in here, hoping I'll get around to trying to be organized here. Let's see. This may be as far as it goes. I've got some of these little stencils I found at the thrift store for $1 a piece. A lower letter alphabet, an upper letter alphabet. My handwriting is not great, so I probably will use those on my pages. And then this one just says to and from. And so I just thought those were neat. So they're small, so I stuck them in here. I also have some stamps. And I have these I got it Tuesday morning. And I've used some of these. I haven't used these yet, but I really like them. They've got, see if I can get that. Yeah, there you go. Well, actually, I want those back here. And put these little stencils right here. And my list of ideas right here. And then in the back, well, I've got, let's see if we can get this to work here. I've got some more stencils. These I got at Dollar Tree. And these are, kind of have sticky stuff on them so they stick down to your paper, so they're easy to use. Butterflies and flowers. And this one has feathers and some pretty stuff there. And this one's just a design. Anyway, I thought those would be easy to keep in here. And then I have ones that's birthday stuff, and I think I got those at a garage sale for about $0.10. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I got them. I just haven't used them yet. This one is another one I got at a garage sale, and it's to make your own calendar. I don't know. I'll probably will use the dates and the numbers, but I don't know if I'll use that little calendar piece or not. And then I've got this one that I really like from May Made It to do her scripture pages. And I think I'll use those in here. Those are really nice. And then I've got these with butterflies and these with birds. And those are just ones that I stuck in here. And Dee Dee says, just put enough in there to remind yourself that you've got stamps to use. You can't put everything you own in here, and that's true. So I'm just putting some things in here so that I can just grab this book and my journal and go, and I'll have the stuff that I need to work. Let's see if we can get this back over here. Oh dear. Come on. Okay. The other thing I'm going to put in here, or I may just carry it with me, I don't know, it depends, is this. And I got this after I realized that my fabulous one didn't work. And so I can put it in here. But right now, if I flatten it out, that everything's moved around, and so it's not flat like it was. But, it'll fit in here okay. But once I get more stuff in here, then it won't fit so good. So I probably will just carry this with it. I may make a rubber band thing around my notebook and slide this inside the rubber band thing. I haven't made that yet, but that sounds like a good idea of something to do. So I'll stick this over here out of the way. And this is the notebook. I'm not sure if this is the one I'm going to actually put my pages in when they're finished or not. But this is where I've made some papers that have some painty stuff on them. And then I've also got my calendar, Wycliffe calendar that I'm going to use. I love those images though. Isn't that beautiful? So I don't know. We will see. I don't know if I can use that one for this or not until, it's hard to use it when it's still good for the year. I've also got some Tim Holtz ideology stickers that have, just little sayings that you can stick in your pages. And I've went ahead and stuck those in this one because at this moment I'm thinking about using this one to keep my pages in once they're made. So I'll just flip through real quick some of these that I've put paint on. Some of them are sprays. The first ones are sprays. And I did several different kinds of things. This one is not very pretty and it may just go in the trash. I don't know, but who knows? I might can save it. And these were all just sprays that I did on the paper to be just a beginning place to start. I really like that one. That'll probably be my first one since it's winter and it kind of looks, I don't know if you can see that, but it kind of looks like it's got snowflakes on it. This one kind of looks the same way except it's green. And I'm not really great at this. I have a hard time leaving white space, so I probably put too much stuff actually on it. Oh, that one's hideous. It's probably going to get thrown away too. And then I did some where I scraped paint on. So these are my ones that I scraped paint on. And I don't have any done yet because I'm way behind and I haven't started. I think my book is going to have to start in February instead of January. But these are, I just made a whole bunch of them. And so that hopefully when I'm inspired, I can find one I like and just start with it. I used just about every color I have so that, so I can't say, oh, I don't have enough color pages. I have to make a new one. Even black and brown. So, and then, oh, there's another one of those. Didn't realize I had so many. And then I did some where I used the ink pads, little ink pads, and I went over stencils. So there's something, where it just kind of made it, gave it a little bit of something, but it wasn't a real bold stencil. And this was just, some texture. So I did all the different colored of the, oh, what are those called? Let me get them and see. These little things, the Distress Ink by Tim Holtz. I have, I got a little kit, so I have a bunch of little, not that, have a bunch of them, and that's what I used for these. I like that stencil. That looks pretty. And if I find, I might find that I don't really even like starting with these and start with something else. But right now, my plan is to use these papers as my background to start my pages on. So I've got those in a separate book because they won't fit in here. The first thing I've got, it says winter, and I haven't got any images or anything like that in here yet. But I've got these pages that I'm going to stick with my repositionable glue, my words and quotes on. So that's why I have so many of those pages just sitting there. I got those at the thrift store, that whole little bunch of things here, all of that for $1. Pretty cool. And these are some words that I got somewhere, and I really like them, but I have never used any of them for anything. And that's one of the things I really like about this Syllables notebook is that you can put things in it that you won't think to use but you might think to use them if they're in here. So that's this is a Tangled Pack. Thanks, and I lost the original bag that it was in, so I don't even know where I got these or who made them, but they're really cool. But I haven't used them, so maybe I will now that they're in my Syllables notebook. And this little girl says, "Speak the truth even if your voice shakes." And that's, let me get that out and see if you can see it. Make it closer. I just really like that. That was out of a homeschool magazine. And then this tab says stickers, and so I've got a bunch of stickers in these. These are all rub-ons here. I just stuck those in this one. And then over here I've got, these are my alphabet stickers. So I've got several different alphabets. These are puffy. Those are cute. Don't know if I'll use them, but I know I won't use them if I don't put them in here. These are like map parts alphabets. And then here's some more. So I just put a bunch of alphabets in here. So I have something that I can use real quick, or it can remind me that I have a sticker box. And in here, I've got some butterflies and some insects and butterflies. Once again, one of those things that I just had sitting around that I wasn't using because I didn't remember to think about them. And then here I have some different holiday stuff. I've got Easter and Thanksgiving and St. Patrick's Day, and then some snowflakes. And over here are some more stickers that I just had stuck in a box, and they weren't getting used, but they're really kind of cute. So I'm hoping that this will help me use them. And these are, I love these, but you know, they're all things that just sitting around, taking up space. Okay. And then these are real pretty. These are some I got at Dollar Tree a while back. They're real pretty, so I thought I might use them on these pages. And these are some kind of fabric-y ones, white ones and black ones, and some that look like lace, but they're really plastic. And some pearls. And this next one says ephemera, and I don't have anything under that tab yet. And then the next biggest one is spring. And these are to put images and things in that I haven't done yet. This says tags and labels, which I don't have anything actually in there yet, but I've made some tags. Where did I put those? Here they are. Oh, sorry. Here's a bunch of tags that I made. I dipped these in after I did acrylic pours and just made a bunch of little tags. So I'm going to stick those in here. So I have some tags I can use. I don't have to go try to find some or decide what. I just stick them in here. And I'll probably try to spread them out good and make them look neat and stuff later. But right now I'm just sticking them in there. And then this says papers. And right here I'm going to put scrapbook paper, but I haven't done it yet. This is definitely a work in progress. And this says calendar pages. And that's where I'm going to put the calendar pages that I'm going to use. And like I said, I'm not sure which ones I'm going to use yet. I have this calendar that I had thought I would use. And so what Dee Dee does, which I think is a great idea, or what she said you could do, she does it a lot of different ways, but is cut these up individually, and then you can put them all over your page when you're building a page, and you can make them as decorative as you want. They don't have to be in a straight line, or in a straight line down here, or whatever. You can just do whatever you want to with them. She did some out of paint chips and some just out of squares of pieces of paper or whatever. I think this is an easy idea, so this is probably what I'm going to use. And since I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to use, I'm going to go ahead and stick this right in here, so I'll have it. I can feel like I've accomplished something that way. Okay, and then under the summer tab, I've got some empty pages to put summer images, and then I started putting washi tape because it's another one of those things I don't use very often because I don't have it just right in front of me. But this way I have a little bit of all the different washi tapes I have in the book somewhere. I have a little bit of them, so I can start using them. And those are to put more images in. Here's some more washi tape. So I just put 2 or 3 different parts of each kind that I have in there. And then here, these are the last 2 that I got recently, little houses. And this is a fabric washi tape. And both of these came from Dollar Tree. It's funny how the washi tape, you know, you put it on paper and it doesn't stick real well, but you put it on this plastic and it sticks really good. But it also will come right up when you're ready to take it off and use it. So interesting. And then here I've got a label for people, so I'll put images of people behind this, and I just stuck that little girl in there because she was interesting. So I've got a lot of pages for that. And this one says buildings, and so I've got some pages where I can stick some buildings images in. And then this is for fall. And this is some images that remind me of fall to stick in there. And here's some more washi tape. This is, and I have tabs in this one for the different colors. And so I will put, I'll put pieces of magazine and some painty papers and stuff like that in here that are these colors. And this is red and orange and yellow. And I started out doing my washi tapes by color like this, and then I had too many, so I had to put them in other places. And some of them I didn't have enough, but I had too many of another one, and so I put them on the back. Anyway, there's some more washi tape. And this is blues and greens and some washi tape. And there's places for blues and greens papers. And this is purple and pink and some more washi tape. And this is brown and gray. And then this is where I had some extra washi tape and not enough places to put it. And so I just stuck them down there, even though they're not brown or gray. And this is black and white. And I put all my black and white washi tapes here and then added some other stuff too. So I've got, in this one, I just put one of each of these. This is what I did first. And I realized that one of each might not be enough. And so on the rest of them, I put a couple. But for the black and white ones, I just put one. But it'll at least remind me what I've got. And that's all that I actually have in here at the moment. I've got some things that I'm going to put in. But I can tell this video has gone on long enough. So I will come back in another video and put all this stuff that I've got up here into my book so that you can see it progress. Thank you very much. Blessings to you, my crafty friends.